Hi, hi.
Hello,
Good.
Isabel.
Hi, Flo. It has been a while. It has been another long
Yes.
while. We've been doing this many, many weeks already.
Hi, Hannah. Oh, Hannah is here so early. Thank you for being with
Hannah,
us.
thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Grab your friend to come and listen to our talk. It might be beneficial for them. Yeah, it might
Mm,
be beneficial for them as well. Grab some of your friends and have kopi with you and listen to us. Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Today is quite special, right? About the topic, Flo.
Yeah, very, very special. Yeah,
Yeah,
long time no see, Hannah. Yes, long time no see.
yeah, we
Please
miss
help us
you.
to share more, invite more friends to join us.
Yeah,
Do we have special gift today, Bel, for those tech
let me
most
see.
audience?
Let me see. Of course, definitely, there is a mystery gift for those that who tag the
Mm,
most, who shared the
yes.
most, and then who actually like the most as well. Yeah, like our
Mm,
page, my Hatana Dua page. The more you like, that is where the mystery gift come from. The more you share, actually, that is where the mystery
mm.
comes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
For
yeah.
tonight, Belle, I think I would like to add on maybe one or two items for the gift, but I will not reveal what it is now. Apart from what our administrator will give out, I will give out from my own for tonight
Wow,
only. For tonight only.
lucky. So, Hannah,
Mm,
keep on sharing. So, if you want to be the winner, keep on sharing, keep on sharing.
keep on
Yeah,
tagging as well.
absolutely. Shall we wait for when we get more audience?
Hello,
Grace is here.
Grace. Yeah, Grace is
Grace
here.
is here
Grace
as
is very
well.
loyal, our loyal follower.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
definitely, definitely. We always see Grace. Yeah.
yes.
Hopefully, our sharing be able to give you more information as well. I mean, that is the whole objective of our sharing as well, right?
Yes,
To actually
exactly.
provide information, to
Hi,
actually give.
Philo.
Yeah, Philo is
Philo
here as
also
well.
the loyal follower.
Yes, she has no
Mm.
choice.
Shh, don't reveal it. Don't reveal it. So, how are you, Belle? After a week, it
Oh,
seems like only yesterday, right?
it has been busy week. Philo says she like our weekly show. Yeah, I hope it's educational. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I hope that our information is up to date and then be able to help you and educational as well.
Mm.
After my week of doing bus talk on Wednesday, it's just non-stop since Tuesday, being going to classes training. So yeah, it has been busy. You've been busy as well.
Yes, I went out few times for viewings like that and doing the slides.
Yeah, I have to
Mm.
congratulate you as well.
I have to congratulate you as well too.
That one not announced yet.
Oh, okay. Mine too, not announced yet. Hi,
we have,
Kenneth.
I cannot. We have something in our bag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, please share more, take more, invite all your friends to join us tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have special gift from me for this week,
Mm,
for this
mm.
week. Special gift from me for this week.
Wow, Philo is
Mm.
taking so many people. So
Oh,
many people. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, she might want to be the winner for tonight.
I wonder, maybe you can give them a hint, Flo?
No,
Any
I
hint?
won't. No,
No? Okay.
the
Okay.
hint is only the gift is from me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that is the hint. Yeah, not like ordinary gift which was
Mm.
giveaway from our administrator, like our previous week's show. Tonight is different. Yeah.
Wow.
Hi. Hello. How to pronounce the name? Senxia Chiu.
Hi.
Senxia Chiu. Hello.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for
joining
joining
us.
us.
Thank you for
Mm,
joining us, and then
yeah.
tagging as well.
Thank you for
Yeah,
tagging. Thank
very
you for
good,
tagging.
very good.
Yes,
So,
yes. Mm.
so today we have actually vouchers for 2 nights stay.
Oh,
Hannah
that one.
said,
No, that one I reserve for myself.
Today,
And
our topic is actually about real property gain tax,
yeah,
and how to calculate it
yes.
as well. So there
Mm.
is a lot of information that might. Oh, Nurul, hi
Hi,
Nurul.
Nurul. Yeah,
So
but
there
it's
might be a,
actually it's based on our what we have learned, or based on our own research, or based on our own readings. Yeah,
that's right.
and based on our experience dealing with clients who sell off
Mm,
their properties. Yeah, so this is just our humble sharing. Yeah, so
yes.
but if you really need to know more about it, you can always come back to us, or you can always check with the solicitors or lawyers to be
Mm,
more accurate. Mm,
mm. Even
yes.
the LHDN website is quite helpful as well. There's a
Mm,
lot of information there as well. Yeah.
yes.
Shall we start, Florence?
Anytime.
Okay. Let
Yeah.
me share. Okay. Let me share. So can you guys see the screen?
Not yet.
It
Yes.
should
Can
be
now.
coming
Yeah,
now.
can now.
Okay.
Yes.
So since our topic is how to calculate real property gain tax, so real property gain tax is actually a company gain tax in Malaysia. Okay, so it's levied by LHDN, and it is chargeable against the profit of the sale of the real property. What does it mean by real property? Land, residentials, commercial properties, or condominiums, buildings. Anything that is related to property, like industrial land and all that as well. So why Malaysia want to impose on the real property gain tax is because it's a significant source of income for the government, revenue for the government, which the earning are used for national development. So it's quite important to have this because the country need to develop and then they need money. So this is one way for them to actually gain some money for them to assist to develop the economic of the country. Yeah. So there are actually three tiers of RPGT. One of them is definitely Malaysians, citizen and permanent residents. As you can see, everybody is included. Yeah. The second tier is foreigners, okay, individuals, non-citizen foreigners but residing in Malaysia. And then the third is company. Okay, so these are the three categories that actually are are part of this real property gain tax. Okay, they are um, if you own a home, individual own a home, if you sell a home and then you make profit out of it, there might be a tax being imposed on it. Yeah. So prior to 1st of January 2019, okay, Malaysian owners who sell off their properties after the fifth year, the ownership would not require to pay RPGT, okay, on the profit earned from the sale. Meanwhile, unfortunately, companies and foreign homeowners, okay, they are required to pay 5% of the RPGT. Okay, so a little bit of introduction about RPGT as well. So it was actually introduced in 1976, okay, under the Act RPGT Act. It was governed the government to limit property speculation and prevent potential bubbles. What do I mean by bubbles? Okay, which means it's a speculated property where investor, okay, just speculate in the market and then they make a huge profit by buying low and selling high. Okay, so the large return of this investment, the government sees it unfair, so they need to tax it. Okay, since RBGT going through a lot of rounds of changes as well. So there was actually one time in 2007 to 2009 that they actually suspend the whole RPGT Act. They actually stopped it for a while, but they see that it required, then they bring it back in 2010. Yeah. So this actually the finance minister, the ex-finance minister in 2019, which is Lim Guan Eng, actually have announced an update of the act. And then here is the act that was imposed. Okay, the rates. Okay, if you're Malaysian or a permanent resident, okay, between the first to the third year, the tax imposed, the tax rate is actually is 30%, and then on the fourth year is 20%, fifth is 15, and then the sixth onwards is 5. For company, first to the 10, first to the third is 30%, fourth year is 20%, the fifth year after the you bought the property after the fifth year is 15%, but 6 year onwards is 10% being imposed, right? For the foreigners, okay, foreigner investor, from the first to the fifth year there is 30% imposed, and then from the 6 years onward is actually 10% imposed. So with this, in 2020, the budget it was actually revised, and so we will show you what was being revised as well. Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Before I start, there's a question from Hazwan just now, whether he can share this live. Yes, please. Please, you can share this live, share as much as possible. And tag your friends and family as well, yeah? Thank you for being with us. Okay, Budget 2020 introduced an interesting new change to RPGT by shifting the base year which RPGT is assessed against from 1st January 2000 to 1st January 2013. What does this mean? This means that if you bought a property before 1st January 2013, the value of the property is now assessed against the estimated value on 1st January 2013 and not the actual date of the purchase of your property. This means the tax you pay is likely to be lower since the house price rise between January 2013 and the current date is likely to be lower than it was if it was assessed against the value in 2000. I give you an example. Okay, let's say you bought a house in 2006 for 300,000. 2006 is before 2013, right? So you bought it for 300,000 and you sell it in 2020 for 600,000. So there is a difference of 300,000, right?
That's right.
Yeah. The government will use the market price for this property as of 1st January 2013. Let's say the market price for this property in 2013, 1st January 2013, was 450,000. And year 2020 is 600,000, right? So the government will use the market price in that year, 1st January 2013 of 450. So instead of you are charged of the gain on your profit from 600 to minus the 300 disposable price is 300,000, right? Supposed to be your profit is 300,000. But then the market price on 1st January 2013 was 450. So the government will use 450 minus the purchase price that you bought earlier on in 2006. So the tax will only be charged based on 150,000.
50,000.
Yeah, so your tax will be lower.
Right.
Yes,
Interesting.
yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So,
interesting.
yeah, however, Belle, there are, according to the RPGT Acts, right, certain tax exemptions apply to profits on selling the properties. Okay, as you can see from the screen, this is the first exemptions allowable under the RPGT Act. So it is once in a lifetime exemption on any chargeable gain from the disposal of a private residence. This means you only can have a chance to have exemptions with the exemption amount 10,000 or 10% of the chargeable gain, whichever is higher, but once in a lifetime only. If you have few properties, you can only enjoy this exemption once. You choose one property only. Yeah, for this exemption.
So for example, if you have you sell 3 properties, okay, so you only can choose one that to be exempted.
Yes,
right?
Only one unit only.
You cannot say I want to exempt 5,000 of here, 10,000 of here.
No,
It's
cannot.
all one property.
One
Yeah.
property only. And this is
Yeah.
only for Malaysian citizens and also permanent residents.
Mm.
Okay, the next exemption will be on the gains when a property is transferred within the family members, either from the husband to the wife or parent to the child, and also grandparent and grandchild. However,
Right.
this is not included for siblings transfer.
Oh,
Siblings
okay.
cannot.
Okay.
From
Okay.
brother to sister, like that cannot.
Okay.
The exemption amount will be 100% on the chargeable gain. And
Wow.
this one also applicable for Malaysian citizens and permanent residents.
Right.
Yes. And the third one will be exemption of RPGT for the disposal of residential properties from 1st
Mm.
of June 2020 to 31st December 2021. The exemption amount will be 100% on the chargeable gain, and uh, who can qualify for this is only for Malaysian citizens. Why I highlighted this in red color? Later on, I come back to you after this slide. I go to the
Mm.
fourth exemption first, yeah. Okay,
Mm.
exemption of RPGT for the disposal of low-cost residential homes of 200,000 and below in the 6th and subsequent years. This one also have 100% redemption on the chargeable gain, but applicable for Malaysian citizens only. So before we go to the next slide, I would like to
Mm.
have a bit, I would touch on this, the highlighted in red color. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Due to the COVID pandemic 19, right?
Mm.
Which hit Malaysian shores and brought about the MCO, or
Yeah.
Movement Control Order, the
Mm-hmm.
economy has suffered as a result,
Mm.
right? Yeah,
Mm.
we have seen this, right? So to mitigate the effect of a prolonged lockdown and to support business during these trying times, our Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin has announced in his speech on the 5th of June last year, 5th of June
Right.
2020, that
Yeah.
there would be a short-term economic recovery plan, or they call it
Mm.
Penjana, put in place. And
Mm.
in this plan, there would be an exemption for the disposal of properties. However, there are few requirements that to be met first, as you
Right.
can see from the screen. Yeah, the first
Right.
requirement is this is only referring to the residential homes only, not for shop lots or commercial properties, only for residential homes. And the
Mm.
sale must be from 1st of June 2020 to 31st December 2021. What does it
Mm.
mean? The sale will be based on the date of your sales and purchase agreement. That is the date of your sales and purchase agreement. Yeah, 1st June 2020 to 31st December 2021. And
Mm.
this exemptions is limited to the disposals of 3 units of residential homes per individual. When you see just
Right.
now, it's only up to the 100%. Once in a lifetime exemption is only once, right?
That's right.
Yeah, the first one. But under the recent Penjana,
Mm.
which was announced last year, up
Mm.
to the disposal of 3 units per individual.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
so helpful for the individual as well. If they have property and then
Mm,
they want to dispose of during this
mm,
trying time, they can
yes.
actually dispose it as fast as they can to get cash
Mm,
flow, and
mhm.
they would not being taxed if they make any profit out of it.
Yes,
That is
correct.
what the government trying to do as well, is to help the
Mm.
individual homeowners to actually gain some cash flow as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have met a lot of homeowners. They actually they didn't aware of this, and
Mm.
there was afraid to sell off because they don't want to pay for the tax, even though it's only
Mm.
above 5 years. The property is already more than 5 years.
Right.
But then they were surprised when I told them that this year there will be not RPGT imposed. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were surprised. So I guess that is why we choose this topic as well for tonight. It's because to create awareness that we have left how many months left before the
Four and a
December?
half four and a
Four
half
and a
months,
half
I should
months.
say.
Yeah,
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 four
because
and
the
a half months.
31st December is referring to the date of your SNP. Even
That's
though
right.
your actually the bank drawdown from the buyer is not fulfilled yet,
Mm,
it's still considered as under this exemption if your sales and purchase agreement is stamped
mm,
before 30 or on 31st December this year. So
yeah.
please, if you have properties that you want to dispose of, please take this opportunity, take this chance to
To
do it.
actually
To
help
actually
yourself with
help
the
your
cash
cash
flow as
flow.
well during
Yes,
this
yes,
trying
yes.
time. You know, it's not
Mm,
just one property. They allow you to have
three,
free property of
three
disposal of
properties.
3 properties as well.
Mm,
So that will
yeah.
really, really help the individuals, during this particular time. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because we are not
great.
sure whether this exemption will be extended after the 31st December this year.
Yeah,
Mm,
especially during this FMCO as well. People are just sometimes are just a bit tight. So this could be an avenue. Yeah, this could be an avenue as
mm,
well. That's why we want to bring it up during this trying time for everyone. Yeah,
mm,
trying time for everyone. So
yeah.
the other things that we want to show you in the calculation also, there are other deduction that allowed to be included in the calculation later on when we show you. So
Yeah.
one of the deduction is called allowable deduction. What does it mean by allowable deduction? Allowable deduction is simplified. So if you have one property you sold, your first property that you sold, okay, you have made a loss of just say 200,000, and then the next property that you sold, you have actually gained a profit of 100,000. So they allow you to use the 20,000, the 200,000 loss to actually offset your 100,000. So which
Mm.
means your property gain, the profit that you gain from your property is only 80,000. So the taxable amount is actually on 80,000, not the 100,000. So they allow you to actually offset. That's why it's called allowable losses. Yeah.
It's actually 20,000, right, Bell? Oh, not 200,000, right?
Sorry, 20,000. Oops.
Mm.
Oh, yes,
Maybe you can repeat
20,000 loss.
again. Can repeat
Okay.
again?
For
Yeah.
example, the first property that you sold, you lost 20,000. Okay. And then the second property that you sold, you actually gained 100,000, a profit of 100,000. All right. So the balance, you take the 100,000 minus the 20,000, that is 80,000. Your taxable amount is actually on the 80,000, not on the 100,000. So they allow you to use the 20,000 to offset the 100,000 to lessen your or to lesser your tax amount. Yeah, the taxable amount. Okay. So the other allowables to be included in the calculation are the allowable expenses. They call it the allowable expenses. One is the enhancement. For example, you have spent 40,000 on a refurbishment of that particular property. You sold it off. Okay, you sold it off at 100,000. So they allow you to use this renovation for enhancement of that particular property to offset that profit of 100,000, which means you own the taxable amount is only 60,000. Okay, so any questions so far? Everybody is okay so far? Yeah,
Yeah. Any question
yeah.
before we move
So
on? Maybe you have any question. Are we going too fast?
are we going too fast? Yeah, I'm just wondering, are we
Mm.
going too fast?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
far, okay. Yep.
So far, okay. Yeah? Okay.
Mm.
So preservation. What does it mean by preservation? For example, you have a heritage building. The heritage building that you did some preserving. For example, the wood. You need to have a specialist to actually come and fix the wood or paint the wood with a special paint, and then you have spent about 15,000 of it. Okay. Well, after spending that 15,000, you sold the house or you sold the building. Okay. And then from that building, you actually gain a profit of just say 50,000, which means you can offset your 15,000 that you use to preserve that particular heritage building to make it better against the profit of the 50,000. So the taxable amount is only 35,000. Okay. Any
Yeah.
confusion there? Any confusion?
Yeah. Any
Mhm.
confusion on the
Or
allowable losses or allowable expenses? I
you
think
can
all
just,
good.
yeah, you can just type, you can stop us and just type at the
Hmm.
comment box so that we know that if you need some clarification or not. Okay.
Yep.
So from there we will show you about the calculation, the RPGT calculation. Huh?
Mm. Yeah. So the RPGT calculation in Malaysia, uh, actually RPGT is charged on the net chargeable gains. So we will show you for the individuals and also the companies. Basically, the formula is the same. Yeah, but we will show you for these two. Individuals is the calculation is the same for citizen, permanent residents, non-citizens, and also foreigners. Only that the RPGT rates will vary depending on their holding period and also their residential status. Okay,
Mm,
the formula is the same. First of all, we will find out the gross chargeable gain first. How to find it? By minus the acquisition price minus the disposal price. Means that the price that you sell now minus the price that you bought earlier on. Okay, that is the gross chargeable gain. And then to get your net chargeable gain from the gross, you minus out your allowable expenses and also allowable losses and also the RPGT exemption. These three items you minus out to get your net chargeable gain. So after you get your net chargeable gain and you times with your RPGT rate. RPGT rate is based on the number of years of your property ownership. Okay, the table has been shown earlier on by Bell, right?
mm,
The percentage all. Okay, so we give you the example now on the calculation. Okay, Jojo is a Malaysian. She bought a condo on 5th of January 2013 for 300,000. She sold off the condo on 25th January 2019 for 500,000. Okay,
mm,
assuming Jojo has an allowable expense of 30,000 and an RPGT exemption of 10% from her profit. So based on the formula that I have shown earlier on, so the acquisition price is 500,000 and minus the disposal price 300,000 equal to 200,000 gross chargeable gain. From the
mm,
gross chargeable gain minus out the allowable expense of 30,000 and the RPGT exemption of 20,000, which is 200,000 profit times the 10%. Okay, so you
mm,
get it 20,000. So 200,000 you minus the 50,000 equal to net chargeable gain 150,000. So from the
mm,
net chargeable gain, you times the rate of 5%. This RPGT rate is based on the budget 2019, yeah, from the table,
mm,
budget 2019 for the individual citizens disposal in the 6 years. So
mm.
it is 7,500 tax payable on this particular cells. All clear so far on this? It's very straightforward. It's very
Mm.
straightforward. Yeah, I think should be okay. So we can move
Should be
on to.
okay.
Yeah. So for the company, right, it's still the same, the RPGT. This one is only the direct deal for like let's say the company bought the property and sell it off, just the direct deal like that. Yeah. So it's
Mm.
the same formula, same formula. Okay. Then next we go on to the example.
So there
Okay.
is no change in there's no change in
Formula
terms
no.
of the formula, but the
Yeah.
rate change, right?
Yeah, the rate is based on the
The
because
rate that you had shown
company's
earlier.
rate is different.
Yeah.
Company's rate. Yeah, this is the example. Okay, Rens and Remberhard bought a shop lot on 31st March 2015 for 1.2 million. They sold off the shop lot on 31st January 2019 for 1.8 million.
Mm,
Assuming Rens and Remberhard has an allowable expense of 50,000, allowable loss of 35,000, and an RPGT exemption of 10% from the profit.
mm,
So it's the same formula, uh, gross chargeable gain, and then find the net chargeable gain. And from the
mm,
net chargeable gain, we get the tax payable, whereby we times 30%. This 30% rate is based on the budget 2019 as well for
Mm,
companies disposal in the third years, because they dispose the property in the third
yes.
years. Yeah, so the percentage is high,
Yes.
30%. Okay, so I
Mm,
think it's clear so far because it's very straightforward. It's the same calculation method as the individual. Only the RPGT rate is different because this is
different.
company.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Any
Mm.
question? Any question
Any
from the
questions so far?
audience? Yeah.
Mm.
Are we going too fast, or do you want to ask a question about the calculation, even allowable
Yes.
losses, and the
Mm.
allowable expenses as well? If you're not sure, please jot down in the comment form, in the comment. Yeah,
Mm.
just type in the comment, and then we try to answer your question. Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
Mm.
So next, we're gonna say when to pay RPGT in Malaysia. When do you pay? People would always ask, when do you pay? All right. So for individuals and citizens, just take note. Okay. Any lawyer will retain about 3%. Okay, from the property selling price. From
Normal
here,
practice. For normal
normal
practice lah.
practice,
Mm.
yeah, normal practice from the first deposit, when they buy
Yep.
the property, the after everything being signed off, after everything being checked, and from LHD, and everything say clear, move ahead, then the 3% will return to you
The
from the
lawyer.
lawyer. Yeah,
Mm.
usually it takes about 60 days, yeah, from the date of sales and purchase agreement. For company, yeah, or for non-citizen, sorry, instead of 3%, the lawyer usual practice is about 7%. Yeah, this is just to avoid unnecessary
Mm.
additional payment that you need to make. So that's why they retain a little bit more. Yeah. But
Mm.
the thing is, please take note, do not do late payment because the
Mm.
penalty is high. Okay. So any payment after 60 days being paid, penalty is 10%. Okay. So take note, pay in time or pay before the 60 days. Okay. So, or
Mm.
else it will be a hefty fine on the amount payable. Okay.
That is why the lawyer normally will retain the percentage, yeah,
Mm,
before releasing all the money to the seller, yeah, to avoid the penalty to be imposed by the IRB. So the lawyer will retain the percentage for individual 3% first, yeah.
yeah.
So after everything has been settled, like the CKHT form has been submitted to the IRB, and then if the seller is eligible for the exemption, yeah, then the IRB maybe will come out with the statement or form or letter like that. It's stated that the seller is not chargeable for the tax. Then only the
Mm.
lawyer will return the 3% that they retain at the first place. Yeah.
Yes. So all the
Mm.
calculation need to be cleared, okay, by
Yes. Yes.
LHD, and also because of all
Mm.
the allowable expenses, allowable deductions, and all that, it has to be cleared and has to be properly calculated. We should say, right, Flo? So
Yes.
that
Yes.
you know
Yes.
what is your taxable amount. Yeah,
Yeah,
know what
because
amount.
if the lawyer has released all the money to the seller, right, and then when the lawyer submit the form to IRB, and then it found out that actually the seller is
Oops.
chargeable, yeah,
Oops.
then sometimes there's no way to find the seller again, and
Yes,
maybe the lawyer make a calls also, maybe they didn't reply or they
that's
didn't
right.
pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to
To
avoid
avoid
from
the
those scenario
situation.
to happen, yeah, so the lawyer must return, because some people might get angry, especially like we are eager to sell off the property to get the cash flow, right, and then the
Yeah,
lawyer wants to return another 3%. Of course, sometimes human being, yeah, human being, we will get mad or get
true, true,
emotional. Yeah, it's
true,
my
true.
money, why you want to return?
Absolutely.
So we
Yeah,
want to create the understanding here and like create the awareness. This is the normal practice lah by the lawyer,
yeah.
but yeah.
So
Mm.
if there is no oops moment, the money will be returned to you anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Mm.
So I'm going to go through the pro and cons as well of RPGT, so that it's I hope you get a clearer picture of what
Yep.
we have shared, so that now it's sort of like we're going to summarize everything as well in a way that you'll be able to see it properly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so during the budget 2019, RPGT change, okay, is 5% tax after 5 years for Malaysian and for permanent residents. Okay, the pros of it, of course, it raises money for the national spending from the tax, right? And then the other pros also is to help to reduce the speculation, property speculation, which is, it's just a short-term gain anyway, right? The cons of it, because the tax is more, is 5%. Okay, it's 5%, and then it will slow down the housing market as well, because people would say, oh, I have to pay tax, it's such a big amount. Yeah, sometimes it would just slow it down. And then of course can refer the result of the transfer of the cost from seller to the buyer, which means they adjust the selling price just to include the 5% tax. So that might happen. Yeah, that might happen.
Yep.
Yeah. So the other side of it is, for company, unfortunately, it increased from 5% to 10%. Okay. And for foreigners as well, selling after 5 years, same thing, increase the tax intake. And then of course the property speculation for the pros. And then for the con, it will deter foreigners to actually to come to invest, yeah, in property market, because of the higher tax if they want to buy and sell. Yeah, and then it might have a long-term impact as well for slowing down
Yeah.
the property market. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes.
So the last pros and cons, the last two pros and cons, is there is no RPGT tax. See, now it's tongue twister, Flo. RPGT. Yeah.
RPGT, yes.
Yeah. So this one, Flo, I think for those houses less than 200,000 and they want to sell after 5 years, the pros of it is definitely to help the low income sellers, right? To load and then give them the extra benefits as well. Yeah. Uh,
Sorry to stop you, Belle.
sorry.
Which slide are you now? Because I think the
Oh,
slide is still on the first
oh,
one.
okay. I am on the
Yeah,
last slide. It's not moving, is it?
not
Oh,
moving.
oh,
Now it's moving. Yes.
it's slow. I think my battery, just like my thingy, battery is slow.
Yeah. So this one is what Belle has been explaining just now is for the companies and also foreigners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see from here, and this is the last one, the last point, the
Mm,
last 2 points. The last two
mm,
points for the no RPGT on the properties below 200,000 sold after 5 years. Yeah.
mm,
So this is the change in the budget 2019, saying that no RPGT on properties sold after 5 years for properties below 200,000. Yeah. It can
mm,
helps out low income sellers, as of course, and provides a benefit to the important affordable areas, home areas of the market. But however,
mm,
the con will be to reduce the tax intake. Of course, there is no tax imposed, and the government has no tax to collect, right? Yeah.
mm,
So, and then the last point from the budget 2020, yeah, the change of base year from 1st January 2000 to 1st January 2013. This one, the cons is also less tax collected from the seller to the government. Yeah, less tax collected is because the less tax imposed to the seller, so less
mm,
tax collected. Yeah, but however,
mm.
the benefits from it is reduce the potential taxable profit for the homeowners. It's good for the homeowners, but maybe bad for the government. Yeah. Yeah, so it's one of the government effort to help
Yeah.
out the citizens. Yes.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Mm,
So nobody likes to pay tax, right? No,
yeah.
nobody likes to pay tax, but it
Me
is
either.
important. It is important for the functioning of the country. So
Mm,
it is part of the growing and the development of the country as well. So for the tax exemption, RPGT tax exemption, please take note that the sale must be from 1st of June 2020 to the 31st of December 2021, end of this year. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's limited to how many properties, Flo? Limited
Three.
disposal
Three
of
residential.
residential only. Three
Mm,
residential only for per individual. Okay. So
yes.
this this why we keep on emphasizing this is because 31st of December is only four and a
Mm,
half months away. So if you
yeah.
need to dispose your property for during this pandemic time or during this trying time, this is the best time for you to actually dispose and get some cash flow as well. Yeah, we
Yeah, because
just
this doesn't happen every day. Mm,
yeah, after this we do not know what's going to happen. Yeah, after this we
yes.
don't know. There's no announcement, there's no further discussion of this RPGT. Just take this opportunity. Yeah, we just want to
Mm,
make everybody aware, take this opportunity. And then from the budget of 2020 as well, the changes, take note also on the percentage that
mm,
has grown. Yeah, for individual is to 5%, for the foreigners and for commercial properties also it has increased to 10%.
correct, correct.
That is one of the things that we want to bring across to
Yes.
everyone, is to be aware of there is
Mm,
such changes as well that is happening. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yep.
So is there any question from the audience, Flo? I
Yeah.
can I
So
will
far, I
stop
didn't
sharing.
see any question. Yeah, you can stop
I'll
sharing.
stop sharing now so we
Mm,
can.
yeah, maybe we can see from the chat box. Is there any question from the
Mhm.
audience? Yeah, audience, do you have anything to ask? And meanwhile, please keep on sharing this live, and then please like our page as well,
That's
and
right. Yeah.
our My Harta Tartana Duo page, our PropNex Sabah KK page, and our individual page, Isabel Chai and Florence Leo page. Yes.
Okay. So if there is no other question on the floor from the audience, I think we have spent about 42 minutes out of here. If there's no more question, so we will calculate, see who got the most shared, and then the
Yeah.
mystery gift will
Most
be
tech.
announced, most tag, and then
Yes.
the mystery gift will announce as well. And we
Mm.
will see you. We will see everyone next week. Yeah, next
Yeah, so
Friday.
maybe we can ask the audience what
Sure.
is the topic that they would like us to share for the next week. Yeah, for
Yeah.
next week talk. What is the topic that you would like to hear us share, or you would like us to do more research on it?
Yes, that you would like to
Yeah.
know, that they would like
Mm.
to know as well and get more informations, right?
Yes.
All this, yeah. We can just, oh, there's a new called stamp duty, according to Philo, stamp duty. So let's see. Absolutely.
Let's see.
Let's see. Good topic. Yeah, good topic. Definitely, we'll look into the stamp duty as well. Yeah, the stamp duty that
Yeah.
is imposed as well.
Because while we are doing research for the topics that we are sharing, right, so actually we learn more. Yeah, actually we learn
Absolutely.
more. Yeah, we have more understanding on the topics ourselves. Yeah, and then we took the opportunity to ask from our leaders, to ask around who has the
Yeah.
experiences before, plus
Yes.
our own research here and there. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
So we simplify it to the slides that we show it to you tonight. Yep.
That's right. Yeah. This is all from our own research. Okay. So if you need
Mm,
more information, just let us know, and then we will come back to you on the answers. Yeah.
yes,
If we can find the answers, we let you know. Yeah.
sure, sure.
So we'll see everyone next week, same time,
Same
same
time,
day, same
different
time,
topic.
same day. Different topic, same people, same people here. Yeah.
Same people, but with additional people.
Information.
Mm,
Yeah. And
people.
additional
We
information.
have
People.
same audience maintain, but
Yes.
at we have additional audience.
That's right. Thank you
Mm,
very much for joining
yeah,
us.
the more the merrier. The more the merrier.
We're so
Yes.
delighted that you come and support us every week. Thank you very much. We'll see you
Thank
next
you
week.
for being with us. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good
Cheers.
night.
Good
Good
night.
night. Bye.
Bye.